Hello students, in today's session we are recalling the graphical representation of data in chapter data handling 8th as we studied in the class 7th also. So let us recall what is the graphical representation of the data. So here the graphical representation is a way of analyzing numerical data. As we observe any image or figure, we understand very well about that particular image. So it is easy to understand the data by its image or by the graphical representation, which exhibits the relation between data, ideas, information and concept in a diagram. To represent a data, generally we are using the graphs like pictograph, bar graph and double bar graph. So let us understand them. Just recall what we have studied in the previous classes about the pictograph, that is the representation of data using symbols is the pictograph. So here the image shows, by observing this we can understand easily that one mango represents 2, one apple represents 2, one banana image represents 2 bananas and one orange represents 2 orange. So here by observing the data we can easily understand the fruit, how many fruit eaten by the students is, if we are observing here in this image, in this diagram, mangoes are 3 and each represent 2. So 3 into 2, 6. 6 students eaten mango. Like this we can find it easily how many students eat apple, banana and oranges. So by observing the pictograph we can give the answers of the following questions as: which fruit is like most of the students? So we can say apple is like most of the students as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 images of apple, that is each represent 2. So 10 into 2, 20. So 20 is the greatest number among these fruits. So we can say apple is like most of the students. Similarly, when we talk about the name of the fruit that liked by 10 students, so here the number oranges as 1 orange is equals to 2, or 1 orange image represent 2 oranges, 2 students. So that means we can say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 oranges images are here. So 5 into 2. Each orange represent 2 students. So 5 2s are 10. So we can say the name of the fruit that is liked by 10 students is oranges. So like this, by observing the pictograph, easily we can give the information about the particular data. Similarly, the bar graph. So here we can observe the number of students on along the y-axis as as the month is on the x-axis, and by these rectangles, or you can say the bars, shows the number of students whose birthday is in January or February or June or July. So how many students falls their birthdays on the particular month, this graph shows here. That this is the bar graph, where informations are showing using the bars, or we can say rectangles of uniform width and their height being proportional to the respective values on the y-axis, that means the number of students. So here by observing this also we can say which rectangle is the maximum height. So as the rectangle in the month of June has the maximum height, and how many students are here? So 10 students are here. That means we can say that 10 students having the birthday in the month of June. So again, if we talk about the very less number of students here that means the rectangle which has height is least is in August. So how many students falls in this month? So only one. So we can say in the August only one student has the birthday, or the one student has the birthday in the month of August. Similarly, the double bar graph. So as we have seen that bar graph and pictograph all are the ways to represent the data. In the same way, there is one more type of data, that the graph, that is the bar graph, or we can say the double bar graph, which used to represent us two sets of data simultaneously, and it is useful to compare the two quantities. That means if you want to compare the two students, marks of the two students, so we can use the double bar graph. If we compare the profit of the two shops, then also we can use the double bar graph. So whenever we want to compare the two quantities, we use the double bar graph. That means we can say the double bar graph is used to show the two sets of data simultaneously, and it is useful to compare the data. So here the graph shows the comparison, that means the number of boys and the girls participated in the camp activities. So here, by observing this, easily we can understand which activity is the highest participation. So by observing this, the length of the height of the bars where the boys and girls is most participated is swimming. So we can say the most activity, or the activity which has most participation, large number of students participate in the activity, that is the swimming, and least number of students are participating in the activity, that is the craft. Here also we can compare how many students are participating, that means how many girls and boys are participating in the particular activity, or which activity is there, that means which activity where the number of boys is very less participated. So here, by observing, as the blue rectangle shows the boys and red rectangle shows the girls, so observe here the blue rectangles, here the craft, that is the least height among all the boys, among all the bars of boys. So we can say the activity which least number of boys participate, that is the craft. Okay, so among all these graphs which shows the data in picture form, which is easy to understand or easy to interpret or easy to generate any useful information regarding the data. So here all these types of data we used to represent the, all these types of graphs we use to represent the data, that is pictograph, bar graph and double bar graph.